So we're gonna unbox the Neewer NW-700, and this is a set with the microphone, of course, but also a boom arm and a pop filter, and hopefully a cable as well is in this package. This is definitely on the ultra side cheap of condenser microphones, yeah, let's open up and see what we find. So on top there's of course a manual of some sort. Since it's a microphone, it shouldn't be too advanced. Here's the pop filter, which actually looks like decent quality. Downside of these is that they're too big, but we'll come to that afterwards. Then we have the cable, which is a bit of a strange one, since it's the XLR into the microphone and there's a mini jack on the other end, which is not the common setup because this microphone needs power to operate. And normally a mini jack or 3.5 jack can't supply that power, but supposed it works. We'll have to find out. Microphone feels okay. It's a little bit on the light side, but it looks okay. Normally you'll find that the proper mics of this type is heavier. This is on the lighter side. But let's judge it on how it sounds more than how much it weighs. Yeah. It comes in all kinds of colors. I got the black one. There's also a shock mount for it. Its function is to not let the movement, or if you've touched the boom arm or microphone stand, it shouldn't cause disturbance in the sound, pick up sound. This shock mount is definitely on the cheap side, and I can't see that it does a lot of things besides holding the microphone, but we'll make a judgment on that afterwards. But yeah, that didn't give too much confidence. A windshield thingy. This is not a microphone you take outside, so I don't believe this. I will use this one. So these are the parts for the. Oh, there's a mini jack to phono out. Not sure why I would use that one. Anyway, these are the parts for the boom arm. Boom arm is, well, a little bit tough to get it out there. Boom arm is definitely on the cheap side as well, but its job isn't very complicated, so getting a cheap boom arm does not necessarily mean much. And you attach the microphone to this end, and of course the other end to the table. So that's pretty much it. That's the Neewer NW-700, and we'll continue with some sound tests to see whether this, cheap as it was worth the purchase. So as a baseline, I placed the Aputure A lavalier mic that we've been using so far on our videos. For simplicity, I've just put it there now, 15 centimeters from my mouth, because I didn't want the hassle of clicking it on and off. So this is kind of the baseline. This is what we have been using, and in the next part I will talk through the Neewer 700, and you can maybe make up your own opinion whether this is an upgrade or if buying a super mega cheap condenser mic. This is basically the lowest price microphone you can buy of this type, and you can make up your own opinion whether it was worth it. Okay, then, this is what it sounds like. I'm not sure if this is the ideal setup, but I didn't want it to cover my entire face, which was kind of the background for purchasing this pop filter, which instead of the big round ones is a much smaller one, and it kind of curves around the microphone. And I'll give you the link of the pop filter as well. So this is the Neewer 700. Definitely on the cheap side, maybe the cheapest condenser mic of this type you can buy. And you can compare it to the Aputure A.lav, which is a lavalier mic that we've been using up until now. And see what you think for yourself.